Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the wild world of web security. It's a bit like a digital arms race out there, with the good guys, that's us, constantly trying to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. And trust me, the threats are evolving faster than ever. We're talking about everything from super sophisticated cyber attacks to AI-powered malware that's straight out of a sci-fi movie. It's enough to make your head spin, right? But don't worry, we're not here to scare you. We're here to arm you with the knowledge and tools you need to keep your systems and data safe. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the top web security trends of 2025. Welcome to our latest update on web security trends and updates. In this video, we'll cover the most pressing threats, emerging trends, and best practices to keep your systems secure. Remember the days when a simple virus was enough to cause a major headache? Yeah, those days are long gone. Cyber attacks are becoming increasingly complex, with attackers using advanced techniques like polymorphic malware and zero-day exploits to bypass traditional security measures. Think of it like this. If basic security is like locking your front door, these guys are picking the lock, finding a hidden key, and then disabling your alarm system, all before you even realize they're there. And it's not just about one type of attack anymore. We're talking about a whole buffet of threats, from malware and ransomware to DDoS attacks and phishing scams. It's like they say, variety is the spice of life, and the bane of cybersecurity professionals everywhere. One day you're dealing with a ransomware attack that's holding your data hostage, and the next you're fighting off a botnet that's trying to crash your website. Okay, so we've got sophisticated attacks, we've got a whole smorgasbord of threats, but it gets even more complicated. Now we're talking about nation-state actors getting involved in cyber warfare and espionage. This isn't just some teenager in their basement trying to steal your credit card information anymore. We're talking about governments with vast resources and highly skilled hackers targeting critical infrastructure, businesses, and even individuals. And if you thought things couldn't get any wilder, let's add AI and machine learning to the mix. Attackers are now using AI and ML to automate attacks, create incredibly convincing phishing emails, and identify vulnerabilities at an alarming rate. Remember those sci-fi movies I mentioned earlier? Yeah, this is where it starts to feel a little too real. AI can analyze massive amounts of data to identify patterns and predict your next move, making it even harder to stay ahead of the game. And then, there are supply chain attacks, which are like sneaking in the back door when the front door is too well guarded. Instead of attacking your systems directly, hackers target your suppliers or vendors, compromising the integrity of products and services before they even reach you. It's like finding out the food you ordered was already poisoned at the restaurant. Not exactly what you want to hear, right? Let's not forget about the ever-expanding Internet of Things. You know, all those smart devices we love so much. From refrigerators and thermostats to security cameras and even cars, the IoT has introduced a whole new world of vulnerabilities. It's like suddenly having a million new windows and doors in your house, each one a potential entry point for attackers. And the worst part? Many of these devices lack basic security features, making them easy targets. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Governments and regulatory bodies are stepping up their game, introducing new cybersecurity regulations and standards like GDPR and CCPA. These regulations are designed to protect consumer data and hold companies accountable for breaches, which is a step in the right direction. It's like finally getting some security guards for that house with a million windows and doors. Well, for starters, make sure you're up to date on your patches. Software companies are constantly releasing updates to fix vulnerabilities, but many people don't install them right away, or ever for that matter. It's like leaving your front door unlocked even after you know there's a burglar in the neighborhood. Developers, this one's for you. Following secure coding guidelines and using secure coding frameworks is crucial for preventing vulnerabilities from creeping into your software. Think of it as building your house with reinforced walls and shatterproof windows from the get-go. It's much harder for the bad guys to break in. Web application firewalls, or WAFs, are your digital bouncers, filtering out malicious traffic and protecting your web applications from attacks. It's like having a security guard at your website's door, checking IDs and refusing entry to anyone who doesn't belong. And finally, don't underestimate the importance of regular security audits and testing. It's like getting a home security inspection. You might not like what you find, but it's better to know about vulnerabilities before the bad guys do. The world of web security is constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay vigilant and informed about the latest threats and best practices. Think of it like a never-ending game of chess. You need to anticipate your opponent's moves and adapt your strategy accordingly. That's it for our whirlwind tour of web security trends in 2025. I know it's a lot to take in, but the key takeaway here is that cybersecurity is an ongoing process. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. But by staying informed, implementing best practices, and adapting to the ever-changing threat landscape, you can significantly reduce your risk of becoming a victim. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the world of cybersecurity, it's the most powerful weapon you have. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more updates on web security trends and best practices. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.